everyone. This is Dr. Brian Shebley. Some of you have gotten to meet, and others of you have not as of yet. However, I wanted to do this video real quick as you are going through modules 1 through 4. Be aware that the course is more or less broken into, I would say, 3 to 4 parts, okay? The first part's basically about the basics of assessment, all right? What is assessment? What is effective assessment? What are the various uses for assessment? You reviewed some information on special education and special education assessment. You've watched some videos from a gentleman by the name of George Giuliani from Hofstra University, who does an outstanding job with presenting some of this information. I figured that why should I recreate the wheel when it's already been created for me? So he's very good at breaking things down. So just be aware. You all should now have your textbooks. So from modules 5 onward, we're going to start using your textbooks, okay? You're going to be expected to read some chapters each week and so forth and so on. I'm probably going to have some more discussion boards for us to interact with each other. Let's see. Be aware, okay, and I put some points here that I wanted you to take away from the first 4 modules, okay? Assessment basically permeates the teaching and learning process, okay? Without good assessment, you cannot have teaching and learning, okay? Assessment informs what kids know, what they don't know, what they need to work on, and it's very important to the teaching process. Without good assessment, teaching does not occur, all right? The second thing is ethics are very important. It seems like kind of ethics have kind of gone out of style today. Um, it used to be kind of fashionable to be an ethical person now. I don't know. But anyway. Um, so, I mean, basically, no one wants to deal with somebody that they can't trust, okay? And all too often, a lot of that has to do with the fact that people just don't have ethics. They only care about themselves, all right? Also, ethics as far as the assessment process goes, it's important to realize that uh, you're gathering, when you do individualized standardized assessment, you are gathering information on students that can be used a bunch of different ways. Okay. And so it's very important to be aware of ethics in relation to assessment. Um, and if you're not going to basically follow any kind of ethics or whatnot, you don't need to be messing with any of this kind of stuff. All right. But it's very, very important um, that you're at least aware of ethics. And then FERPA, okay? I can't tell you how many times I go into a school and teachers are just violating FERPA all over the place. This student did this student did that, yada, 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 okay? You can get sued for that kind of stuff, okay, whether you realize it or not, okay? So FERPA and knowing FERPA is very important, all right? In the third module, you talk about standard scores, okay, and percentile ranks. And all of these things are related to norm referenced assessment, okay. Being able to understand that 50 percentile rank is equal to a standard score of 100, okay. All of this stuff is based upon the bell curve, all right. We're talking about, oh goodness gracious, yeah, central tendency. And then we're also talking about measures of dispersion, measures of central tendency, mean, median, and mode. Okay. Um, all of this stuff is important, and you will start to see that when we start to talk about more about how to administer a Woodcock Johnson. Okay. So when we get to that point, it's very important to know your standard score information. I'm going to attach a standard score table, but honestly, after a while, you shouldn't have to. There's certain standard scores you shouldn't have to look up. Like you should know that 100 is average, 85 to 115 is 85 is low average, 115 is high average, 75 is borderline, anything below a 70 is extremely low. All right. Just like 130 is very superior. All right. 120 is superior. So these are things that you should just know. You shouldn't have to think about it. Okay. And then when we get down to the nuts and bolts of all of this stuff, um, the fourth module is difficult. Okay, I won't mince words about it. Okay, this is one of those things that they asked me to do as far as embedding some research because you are not, most of the people that are taking this class are not required to take a research class. All right. So I'm basically embedding some research into this class. Okay. So you're getting the crash course on research right now. And so if it seems difficult, well, it's going to be difficult. At the end of the fourth module, you're asked to do to pick an article from from a peer-reviewed journal, and you are asked to review it. It's the same thing that I do when I review articles for the psychology in the schools. Okay. You are going to be asked to tell me about that and the information that's involved with all that is going to be attached. Okay. So, like I said, don't be afraid to ask any questions about what's going on. Let me know. All right. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.